Okay, I think the main reason I am doing this is just so I can get it out of my chest. I don't know if I'm gonna post this, but if I do end up posting this, hi, my name is Jennifer, and I was fired from my dental office manager job. And it was a surprise. It's now Tuesday, so it just happened this past Friday. In a way, I saw it coming, but I don't know, I guess I should just start from the beginning. So I did start this job about 6 years ago. I had an old co-worker, let's just call her Amanda, recommended me for a front desk position, and things were not going well with the job that I currently had as an office manager, and I was going to school. I was trying to get my bachelor's, so I figured, yeah, it was the same pay. I wasn't happy with the area, so I was in Broward. The job was in West Palm Beach. I was like, maybe I can move to West Palm Beach where it's like better, and started there while I was going to school, and I really liked it. So as anything, I had stars, like little hearts around the place, and I was super excited. Shortly after they hired me, my boyfriend moved to West Palm Beach with my kids. I have 2 boys. Yeah, I started my life here in West Palm Beach. But shortly after I started, so I want to say about maybe 6 months, they decided that they needed a office manager. So I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen when I started, and they were like, oh, we don't need an office manager. And I was like, yeah, you do. Like, at first I decided I didn't want the position if it was offered to me. I was going to school. I was happy with that. But when the position was offered to me, it came with a raise that it was more money than I had ever made, even in my last office manager position. So I said, yeah. I didn't sign up for my next term in school. This is not their fault. This is not their fault. I just wanted to concentrate on being their office manager. And once I got the position, I don't know, things started to feel off. I didn't really fit in with the other girls. Yes, it's a dental office, and there were mainly girls, hygienists and front desk girls. I didn't fit into their clique. They admittedly call themselves like the Mean Girls Club, and you saw it. So I just stayed in my bubble in the corner, talked to the few that I did get along with or I did feel comfortable with. I'm an introvert, so and I'm a Cancer, so so if I get anything, or if I don't feel comfortable, it's kind of toxic actually, that I just shut down, go into my shell, and I just feel like I don't, if I don't feel comfortable around you, then I don't need to pretend. We don't need to pretend. Yeah, it would just, I have to hold this. I wasn't really ever happy there come to the years. Like I said, I was there for 6 years. So even after not even a year in, I started to not feel comfortable, but you get comfortable financially, and I had already moved there. I don't know, I just stayed for the sake of staying. And could you imagine that happened for 5 years? So what finally had me letting go was everything was going great. The trajectory of the office was going up, my pay was going up, and I got on the wrong side of the Mean Girls Club. So how it works is they just start bad mouthing you. Any little mistake that you make, any wrong thing you do, they just go into the owner's head. And for the most part, they're good. He's a good guy. If he likes you, he'll keep you. But there's only so long that the little patters go into your head. I mean, I should have known. I saw it coming, because I was in the office manager for the quote unquote main office, which is the general practice. They moved me over to the pediatric office, which is smaller. It's just open. So starting, and it hit me really hard, actually. I did see it as a downgrade, even though I was getting paid the same. And I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let the first office go. I was still doing their billing. I wasn't 100% concentrating on the pedo office like I should have. I was still trying my best, don't get me wrong, but I was still, you know, going into the other side, still doing their billing, their follow-ups, and any little thing that they needed. I couldn't let that office go. Showed in my work. At least they did give me a few weeks like severance package, just a few weeks. I think it's like my PTO is what they're giving me, which is, they didn't have to do it, so I'm gonna be grateful. You know, I'm not bad mouthing them. And he said it was like my leadership, which is true, but I never felt like they had my back. Like whenever I tried to tell a staff member something, they never defended me. They just always told me to go off, and I lost my confidence as an office manager. But that's not an excuse. Maybe I could have and at this time I'm just trying to reflect on everything that happened and not really trying to place blame. So I think I could have been more verbal about how I was feeling in that aspect. But I feel like now that I've had a few days to mourn, or like to lick my wounds, because it does hurt. It is demoralizing a little bit. You do feel like a failure. And I did for a little bit, and now I'm just like a little relieved is the feeling I'm starting to feel. Somebody please give me the stages of mourning, stages of grief. Like, am I almost over now that I'm just going over, like, just looking at the bright side. Like, I don't have to see these people. Well, I live around the corner where I used to work, and my bosses still go to the gym that I go to. In fact, my gym was the one that like encouraged me to do this video, because I went to the gym for the first time in a few days, and they were like, no, it's their fault. You know, like that's what you want to hear, even though, you know, it's not necessarily true. And maybe it's a sign that, you know, after all that experience, and I don't want to do dental. I don't want to. Dental is such a small world, and you know, whatever. Well, it's such a small world. They're gonna hear about me, and I just kind of wanna. I'm kind of over it. Does that make sense? Let's continue this. I'm in front of the gym. I just finished my workout, and I kind of want to get all of this out of my chest. So, I'll meet you at my house. Hold on. Alright, you guys, so I'm just here in my kitchen. I did the dishes, cleaned the counter up a little bit. I figured that, wow, I'm unemployed and I have all this spare time. I might as well, you know, use it and do some things that I've been meaning to do. So one of those is actually cleaning my garage. I don't want to get like to the nooks and crannies, like do a deep clean in my kitchen. So I started off just doing the regular stuff, like just the dishes and getting the rags ready for the wash. And yeah, so I'm already starting to feel better from sharing my story in front of the gym. And I just want to say that if you were fired and if you're going through these videos, because Lord knows I did, you're not alone. It happens to everybody. I'm going to give you the same statistic that everybody else is saying. 40% of us have like been fired at least once. So this is mine and this is yours, and there's gonna be life on the other side. But like I said, I think the Stoics say that it's like it's all about perception and like how you view it and what you're gonna do about it. Like you can't control like what happens to you, but you can control your reaction and how you handle it. So like I said, I don't think I want to do dental. I'm just kind of going through my options. One of them being social media. Sounds silly. Because I originally wanted to start doing my channel as being an office manager, you know, like a dental office manager. And yeah, would people still listen to me? Maybe, because I was doing it for 6 years at that office. I did it for another 5 at the previous office. So I do have a lot of experience, and I am gonna listen and take to heart like their critiques as far as like reasoning. Like I said, I think everything is like settling down. I applied for a few jobs. I'm going through a few of my options, and yeah, I think there's gonna be a bright side to this. Like I said, it's going to be all about a perception and then how I'm going to handle this. Prior to me getting fired, I was doing like the 75 hard challenge, but on Friday I kind of broke that with drinking, which is not healthy. I mean, that's, you know, there are better ways to handle your stress, but I gave myself that on Sunday, and well, Saturday wasn't feeling well because I wasn't drinking, so I kind of went overboard. So on Saturday I didn't do my workouts. If you haven't heard of 75 hard challenge or like my journey through it, I'll probably do a video on that because the results I have gotten were amazing. I used to be like 180. Yeah, but that's a whole other story. That's a whole other video. But yeah. So for today, I'm just going to write down my expenses, see exactly how long I have before I can work. I was applying for a few jobs. I just want to feel like I'm moving forward, and I wanted to review the options that are actually out there for me. So I think I actually had a call back while I was doing the dishes. I just ignored it. I don't know. I just want to review all my options. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish this video, maybe edit it. Lord knows I forgot how to do that because I haven't done a YouTube video in quite some time. Put it together, maybe upload it. I was thinking about doing something ambitious, like turning this into a series, you know, like starting over at 40. Well, I'm 41, but you let me go away with 40, right? You let me get away with that. We're friends. My best friend was saying that maybe I can go back to school and start vlogging about that, you know, what it's like to go back to school at such a late age. I mean, I think I read somewhere that somebody like 50 became a doctor or something, so it's never too late, and I've seen it. But yeah, so this is me starting over, and I'm gonna tag you along. So don't forget to comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you think I should be doing, or just yell at me and say everything was my fault. Maybe I could use a little bit of that too. You know, like the video, so maybe that doing this as a series wouldn't be such a bad idea. The more likes I get, the more probability that'll happen. And subscribe so that way you can follow me, because I promise there's gonna be more ahead. I'll hear from you soon, and you'll hear from me. Talk to you later. Bye.